Hey beautiful souls, I'm back again, and today I have a message for you guys which is one that is really inspiring to me, and one of the biggest lessons I've ever learned this far so long on my journey. So I want to dive into this one with you guys, and my hope for sharing this with you guys is that it wakes you up to where you are costing yourself your own self-belief, and also distrusting yourself. You're causing that for yourself, all right? And it's all around who you're inviting into your inner circle. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Okay, this is going to be a really powerful one. So drop me a comment. Let me know who's watching, who's tuning in, which part of the world you're tuning in from. I always love getting to connect with you guys. And I'm going to pump this one out as quickly as humanly possible. And the reason is because I've got one of the Limitless Potential Inner Circle community catch-up calls. We're jumping on a Zoom call in like 15 minutes. So I really wanted to jump into this one and get my words out as well. So can't wait to share this with you. So today, my message for you is to be surrounding yourself with people who, when you surround yourself with people who don't like you deciding for yourself, it becomes the quickest pathway to your own self-doubt and your own distrust of yourself. Now, what can we accomplish in this life if we don't trust ourselves and we don't believe in ourselves? Not much, right? So if you want to live your own life, if you want to be a powerful human being, the powerful human being that you have the potentiality of being, if you want to be a fulfilled human being, if you want to live true to yourself, if you want to make sure that you get to the end of your life feeling totally fulfilled by everything that you gave to life, everything that you got to experience, everything you got to share and create, and all that juicy stuff, then you absolutely need to guard and protect your own self-trust and your own self-belief, okay? There's nothing more important than that. Ultimately, you need to have some self-respect and some self-love to want to, even back yourself. But at the end of the day, it's not a static way of living our lives and treating ourselves. This is a dynamic process that you have to be aware of. And today, I'm going to dive straight into the fact that who you spend your time with, I want you to seriously ask yourself, do the people that you surround yourself with, do they encourage you to make your own choices, your own decisions? Do they back you on that? Even if, and especially if, it goes against what they would do or what they would want, or how they would want you to be that would make them feel more comfortable or okay. Now, these people who I'm talking about who can really encourage you to make your own choices and decisions in life, these people are few and far between. Trust me, all right? And we can take that from the beginning of our existence. There is a period in our lives where we absolutely need to have other people deciding for us, right? We need to have parents who know what to do, or whoever our caregivers are to protect us, to make sure that we can survive. And then gradually we get to that stage through our journey where we start to question things. We start to, in our adolescence, we start to rebel a bit, and that's kind of usually the first time that we really start to try and push back and make decisions for ourselves. And basically we can go through the struggles of that. Now, some people from that point on just go, you know what, it's too hard. There's too much resistance. There's too much chaos and conflict that gets created when I make decisions for myself. So you know what? I'm just not going to do that. I'm just going to look to the outside world to decide for me. And that suits those people who want to decide for you. If you want them to decide for you too, because you're not trusting yourself, maybe you made some bad decisions, maybe they cost you a bit, and now maybe you're too scared to make decisions on your own. So okay, that relationship, that can be compatible, right? They want to decide for you, you want them to decide for you. But whose life are you living when you do that? Theirs, right? Their life is the one that you live, not your own. And so if you don't live your own life, what happens is you never feel fulfilled. You've always got an emptiness. Doesn't matter how many people are in the external world surrounding you, you feel alone, all right? And so the greatest gift you can ever hope to give to yourself is the gift to be, the permission to be who you are, make your own decisions. Now, a quick example that I wanted to share with you on this is one that in which I actually had to let a coach go in my life just recently. One of my coaches in particular, what I found was they were phenomenal. Learned so much, had some really great perspective shifts, really great relationship, definitely what I needed at the time. And then I came into this challenge where they kind of told me what I needed to do, how to handle this challenge. And, you know, I took it all on board. And what my past self would do, the one who just let everybody else make my decisions for me, like even my brother choosing my business degree, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And, you know, my whole life up until the point of entering personal development around 24, 25 years old, was every single decision was made based on the external world. And so in this coaching, I'd specifically gone to get this coaching to build my self-belief and empowerment to a whole new level, so I could get out of my own way and take my business and my mission and everything that I'm truly passionate about, my vision, to a new level, right? So self-belief and empowerment at the next level was the name of the game for me going into this coaching relationship. Basically had this challenge, and this particular coach told me what I should do, and then like I said, my normal self would just do whatever they said, but my new self goes, you know what, I'm just going to test this. I'm going to run this through my own authenticity. I'm going to slow down and I'm going to go to sleep on it, and I'm really going to feel through that, and I'm going to go, what feels right to me in this scenario? And that's what I did. And I ended up deciding that what felt right to me was a bit different. It was a bit different to what specifically this coach had told me to do. And I did that. And, you know, and I made that decision for myself, and I communicated with them that that's what I'd done. And my decision, what I did, ended up having like not such a great outcome, right? Like, oh shit, like I made the wrong choice here, right? It actually escalated the problem. But that's not the point, right? We have to be willing to make our own mistakes, right? Because if we don't do that, and if I just look at that and I'm like, oh my God, I actually thought for myself and did what felt right, and look what happened, it escalated into this bigger problem. And if I did that, and I decided, oh my gosh, I'm just never going to make my own decisions for myself. I have to rely on this coach to tell me all the time. Whose life am I going to be living? How is that building my self-belief, right? And so actually when I told this coach what I did and then how it escalated, they actually judged me and criticized me for that. Oh, here you go, like making your own decisions there. Like, oh, that was a poor choice, right? Like you're doing the wrong thing, sort of thing. And I took that on board, and I thought, okay, this is an opportunity for me to not fall in the trap of another person's judgment here. And then basically that kind of all rectified, and, you know, got to be doing my own thing. And internally, I knew I did the right thing, because it was the way that I needed to do it. I needed to firstly make a choice for myself. And then secondly, I needed to be able to make that same mistake, because if I didn't do what I did, which was supposedly wrong, which escalated the situation, I always would have had a question mark around it. And it wouldn't have allowed me to get myself to a point where it was like, absolutely, this is never going to happen again. I wouldn't have had enough pain or challenge and experience to know, I've got this lesson now. Because I would have been learning it just purely from somebody else's experience and not my own. So I always would have been kind of playing that same pattern or bringing that back into my life. So I knew it was the right thing to do, albeit had to experience some challenge for it. And then I reached a point where I needed to, you know, move out of this coaching relationship, and it was really pure intent behind it. And I knew that that was the next pathway for me. I knew that, hey, I'm here for self-belief, and I need to start backing myself for this next leg of my developmental journey. And that means I can't just keep using, a coach to kind of give me permission or reassurance. I need just this break in this coaching relationship so that I can venture out on my own 2 feet with, no soft places to lean on or land on, but actually just fully back myself. And when I had a conversation, which I believe to be an empowering one, would have been a really empowering one, like if I'm a coach and I'm helping someone build their self-belief and they come to me saying, hey, like I've gotten so far in my self-belief to the point I can actually stand on my own 2 feet for a period of time right now, and that I know the easy thing to do would be to have the cushy comfort of the coaching, but instead I know this next leg is I need to get out, I need to not have that comfortable space to land right now. I'd be very grateful to have that conversation with someone. Whereas this coach turned the opposite way, right? It just went really backfired, really took me by surprise. And anyway, how it really just solidified to me that coaching relationship was not just put on break. That coaching relationship was destined to end. Right? Like that was the end point. Because if I was to stay surrounding myself with people who didn't want me to make decisions for myself, who weren't backing me on what's healthiest for me and building my own self-belief and my own trust within myself, and instead they're attacking that and trying to diminish that by criticizing and judging and all that sort of stuff, whoa, all right? Like that's the end. And in fact, I look at it from a bigger perspective, not just this person against me. I looked at it and I thought, and I just laughed. I was like, because this is the exact lesson I needed, the exact experience I needed to be able to grow to that next level of my self-belief and my trust within myself. To have somebody who I'd really looked to and admired judge me and criticize me and trying to keep me down here on what they projected for me, rather than me being able to decide for myself and create this conflict and this tension, which is the last thing I ever want to do. It was the exact lesson and experience I personally needed in order to believe in myself more and trust myself more. We absolutely need challenges in order for us to grow and to develop in the ways that we most need. All right, so I have to take off. I've literally got 2 minutes. I want to check in with you guys. Has this been valuable to you? I hope so. But let me check in with you guys. I've got Patty and DB and Joe and Alan, awesome. And Bill, bonjour, bonjour. I haven't got my wee shirt on today. I love it. And Joe, aloha from Maryland. Cool to have you as always. And Elias, hello to you. And Brom's in the house. I'll see you in a couple of minutes, Brom. And Patty, hello to you, beautiful. And DB, hi V, good to see you. Hope all is well. Always good. Thank you so much for showing up again. Always love seeing you. And hello to Malik, and Chris is in the house. Awesome. And DB's from Utah. I love Utah. And Joji is from the Philippines. Hello to you. Cool to have you. And Chris, yes, surround yourself with people who will pull you up, not down. Totally true, my friend. And Shane's here as well. And Kurt, I was asking myself that exact question today. Boom. Awesome. Love our alignment. And Kevin, hello to you from Indiana. So cool. And Justin's here. And Elias is from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Cool to have you. Awesome. I love when you guys are all across the globe. And Joji, loving that this is great for you. Angie's here, Julie's here, and Bill, it doesn't feel like I actually make a decision following my intuition. I just trust it and go with the flow. Boom. I love that. And to be able to build that intelligence, your body's intelligence, that gut instinct, your intuition. Where have you seen this before? What could happen? Looking behind the curtain, it's such a skill set to have. So well done to you, Bill, for trusting yourself enough to listen to your intuition. And Karen's here as well, and Shiva, Raj, good to have you. And Aaron's here as well. And Patty, looks like Coach wanted to keep you from growing. I'm so glad you did what you felt was right. Congratulations. Thank you so much, beautiful soul. So grateful to have each and every one of you guys joining me live today. I hope this message has been worth your heartbeats and your time. And I've got some seriously exciting announcements to make to you over the coming days. But I just have run out of time because I'm about to go into the Limitless Potential Academy's next Inner Circle catch-up call right now. And I've got people waiting in there. So if you guys want to join us, you can. Drop me a quick comment or a message. You can always join us. And I'm signing off. So I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, that you're doing something super empowering, and today's message has definitely served you. Thanks again for joining me, and I cannot wait to see you guys tomorrow. If this message has been valuable, please do share it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love.